Yo, what's going on, internet? Welcome to another Magic Duels Origins video. Today we're going to do a second take of the mono red deck. I know a TCGplayer.com has tried getting into, or they're getting into the Magic Duels Origins YouTube game, so they posted a mono red deck, so I guess I'll just post mine again. So we made a couple changes. I wanted to fit all 4 Dragon Fodders in because, you know, they're alright with the Hellions. It's just more dudes, you know, to get through with your Titan strength. And it is a spell, so it does trigger the prowess trigger on the Mage Ring and the Abbot. So what I cut for them was I cut 2 Twin Bolts and I cut the 2 Infectous Bloodlust. Now you're probably like, what the fuck? You cut the Twin Bolts? You know, that's Twin Bolts can go to the dome. Well, usually the problem you have is, like, on turn 3, like, when you have 3 mana, like, you just, like, I didn't want to cut the Fiery Impulses. I wanted to cut the Twin Bolts instead, because even though the Fiery Impulse can't go face, like, usually on turn 3 you want to play a 2-drop, and then, you know, a 1-drop, you know, get this fucking thing out of my way. And there was one other thing. We fit in the Molten Vortex. Oh, I dropped 1 Ravaging Blaze. Went down to just 1 Ravaging Blaze for 1 Molten Vortex. They both kind of fulfill the same role of, you know, something, you know, if the game gets stalled out, or, you know, just a way to close out the game, like, way later on. And so, you know, it still triggers prowess. And so, I mean, there's a little bit of a tension between, like, if you actually draw an Ember Maw and a Molten Vortex, like, do you save those lands for Vortex, or do you go all the way up to Ember Maw? But, you know, it's just 3 cards. Like, you just make the decision, you know, based on the board state, really. But, you know, yeah. So that's really all I changed. Like I said, I'm not a fan of, at least in this deck, of the Glory Chaser, because we don't have a lot of auras. I mean, we have no auras. Like, I'm not a fan of Glory Chaser if you don't have auras. Like, I mean, the Arsonist and, like, the Foundry Street Denizen, I'm just not a fan of the red 1-drops. Like, if you don't have your fucking, you know, Glory Chaser and the Aura, like, I've seen those decks just fucking fold, like, way too easily. And, you know, Foundry Street, it's just red creatures. So, I mean, you're usually only giving it +1 or +2 with a Dragon Fodder. So I just think they're pretty weak in this particular metagame / pool. So let's go out there into the world of ranked and see what we can do with Mono Red Part 2. Let's see what else is new. Nothing really new on the game front. I'm actually getting hyped for Destiny, the Taken King. They're changing everything. Like, I actually didn't play hardly at all when House of Wolves first dropped. I played for like a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then I said, nah, I'm done with all this. Like, I never beat Skullus, like the Prison of Elders. Like, I don't know, I just didn't really care for it. But now with the Taken King, like, you know, they're redoing the whole leveling system. It looks like there's way more customization. Like, you're not just locked into, like, you know, the same raid armor or whatever. So it seems kind of exciting. Plus, you know, I already have Destiny. I've invested so much time in it anyways. Might as well just keep going. Probably won't do videos of that, though. Like, who wants to watch the shotgun crucible battles? Right? Alright, so we're up against a 21. Nah, we're not keeping a 1-lander. We'll keep a 2-lander. Question is, Abbot or Fodder? I don't like being on the draw. I mean, if we play Abbot on 2, like, we represent more damage, like, getting through. But, like, we don't get to take advantage of its little trigger. Alright, so we have a Simic something. So I might just go Fodder here, because I have another 2-drop. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Fodder here, because if I miss a land drop, at least I have, like, another chance at one with the Abbot. So maybe giving up a little bit of damage here. But I really want to hit that 3rd land. We got some abounding crisis. What the fuck? Alright, we got a... I think we can maybe race a tutelage deck. Alright, so let's see here. Let's Abbot first, see if we hit the land. Did we hit it? Nope. That sucks. I mean, I guess the bright point is, like, depending on what he's playing, like, the turn, if he ever has a turn where he doesn't leave fog up, like, we're just gonna, like, blitz him. Alright, so let's Abbot again. See what he hit. If he wants to counter that, he can go nuts. Okay, we did hit a land. Do we want to impulse this out of the... I think we do. I mean, I don't think this impulse is going to hit anything else. Is he going to disperse it? He can go nuts, or he can counter it. He can do whatever he wants. Alright, that's fine. The good thing is we have this Ravaging Blaze. Aw, shit. Just went straight to combat? Oh, wait, we already... So we missed out on a Titan Strength turn. Oh, wait, no, that was our third land. Oops. Alright. Alright. So, I mean, so we could have a fog here. Alright. So let's just main phase all this. Wow. That's certainly something. Yeah, because we have spell mastery, bro. All right, so he's in a lot of trouble here. We're gonna hit him for a ton. Hey, you milled me. All right, I think he has to block one of the 4/3s, but that's okay. Whoa, he just lets it happen. He's on fucking drugs. This might be lethal. No, I don't want that. Yeah, it's just lethal. Why wouldn't you not block with the fucking Gate Creeper Vine? Like, in the face of that much fucking damage. Like, they were already 4s. Alright, so how not to manage your mill deck. Alright, we'll go back in there. I mean, that's what we wanted to do. But yeah, that wild size on the Hailless Visionary, probably not the best, you know, when he's milling me. Wait, what did he countermand? I don't remember. It was just a fiery impulse, right? I mean, I like countermand. Like, I actually don't run it anymore in that deck. If you saw the last mill video I did against the easy AI, like I took out the 2 countermands for Anissa and a 3rd disperse, but it's still fine. It's just I think he could have picked a better spot for that. It's the same guy. Alright, and we're on the play this time. So we definitely want a 2-drop. Alright, this is not... I mean, we have a 2-drop. Just one 2-drop, though. And he actually... did he turn 3 tutelage us? I think he did. I think he just managed his resources very poorly. time to bully. If he goes turn 2 Vine, like, I'm just going to Impulse and Strength to get in as much damage as possible. Because that's what these spells are here for. Alright, an Alchemist Vial. Well, I'm still going to Titan Strength. Actually, do I just Firecraft? No, I want to Firecraft because it won't be able to be countered later on. Alright, so let's just do that. I mean, Firecraft's always going to be good. Thopter Engineer? Yes, I like Haste. I mean, I could actually get in another point of damage, but that's wasteful. I wouldn't mind Fiery Impulsing something EOT. Yeah, another Vial. So he can lock down the bully for a turn, but I'm not going to blow any resources. I said I'm not going to blow a Fiery Impulse to get in 1 point of damage. I'll just get into my 3 now. He can lock something down, but he won't. He's playing a dangerous game, though. I mean, I just showed him I have Titan Strengths, but he won't be punished this time. On the bright side, we can Fiery Impulse something, and then we'll have Spell Mastery for Firecraft. Like, right off the bat. Like, achieving Spell Mastery in this deck is not that hard. Especially, you know, with the Dragon Fodders. Like, the Infectious Bloodlust were good, but I think the Dragon Fodders are going to be slightly better. Yeah, I don't agree with this, you know, Wild Size trying to catch someone with an Elvish Visionary or a... Alright, do we have lethal? We have 4, 8, 9, 10. We're 1 off lethal. So that's actually kind of funny. Wait, I want to make sure we don't kill our own guy. Alright, we don't have Spell Mastery yet. Yeah, so we have 4, 5, and this is another 5. Do we just go for it? I don't think we do. I mean, he basically has to have Fog now. I don't know, maybe we should have Firecraft there, bring him to 1, because he can actually Vial Lock 2 things, but... Oh, hey, look, it's a Reclamation Sage. Yeah, so actually now, yeah, since we didn't Firecraft, we don't have lethal anymore. Oh, but we do. Alright. So, I mean, this is a kind of a convoluted lethal, but not really. Just to make way for the bully. Yeah, I think we should have Firecrafted the turn before. That was a mistake. Yep. I don't know, you're the one running that deck. So I think someone had commented, like, you know, that mill deck absolutely needs Reclamation Sage. No, it doesn't. You don't really care what enchantments your opponent's playing as long as they're not killing you. Alright, I guess we'll just do one more. I mean, I can't help it if I fucking queue up against that guy again. But I'm not gonna fucking sit here and pause the video so that guy gets out of our way. If anything, you guys already know what the deck does. Now it's just kind of like, you know, refining our play. And that was actually a pretty big mistake, not Firecrafting that turn, bringing him to 1, which means like all 3 of my guys are lethal, so only Fog saves him. So, my bad, internet. Hope everyone learns from my mistakes. We weren't punished. Yeah, and actually without, you know, a top deck, the Ember Hauler, I mean, Ember Hauler top deck was just, you know, lethal without the combat step. I could just send 2 to him and then 4 to the dome with Firecraft, but it didn't matter which way I did it. Alright, Primeval Fury. Hey, Mono Red's on the play. Good shit. Alright. I cannot argue with this hand. If he doesn't have a 2-drop, then it's an easy Mage Ring and a Thopter. I mean, he could have a Mirror. That would suck. But what can you do? Oh, we have Impulse. So yeah, so we actually just fucking can just impulse the mirror out of the way. Alright, we're gonna Thopter Engineer here to play around Celestial Flare. I mean, I would have Thopter Engineered anyway. Like, you know, you just hold all this shit for, you know, one big turn. Yeah, we got both Firecrafts. This is nuts. Also, you know, want to be careful, want to play around Reprisal a little bit. Especially his deck's just leaving open all that mana. Oh, he's fucking already done. That's funny. Could he have Tragic Arrogance? Do I care? Not really. So they get a bunch of bodies. Like, maybe I should just Firecraft there, but I don't think there's a need to. I want him to play something. I mean, what can he have? Yeah, that's fascinating. Yep. Alright, now do we Firecraft? We can Twin Bolt Impulse. If we Firecraft, I mean, we're just getting in for... I actually think Twin Bolt Impulse is technically more damage. Yeah, because we can't give this... Yeah, fuck it. It's an extra point of damage. Now we have Spell Mastery for everything. It doesn't really matter how we do it. I just didn't want him to soak up the Mage Ring damage. I mean, yeah, we just have lethal next turn no matter what. We have Firecraft. Alright, so Mono White, he's probably going to Mono White Aura route. I'm not going to feel sorry for him. I mean, we have like lethal in a million ways. We'll just show him, we'll show the computer that way. Take that, computer. We'll just suicide one of the Thopter Engineers. For the extra point of damage. Probably would have done that anyways if the human was still here. Yeah, we don't need another Mage Ring. So punish the Stumblers. Well, here's a Mono Red for you. Not Mono Red 1-drop. I actually like playing that deck a lot. I don't like the 1-drop deck. I think Foundry Street Denizens are kind of bad. And Goblin Glory Chasers have a very limited shelf life. I mean, you know, Glory Chaser in the Aura is good, but if you don't have that opening, I think the Glory Chasers are actually pretty bad. And Goblin Arsonists don't really care too much about. I mean, even Perilous Mirrors, like, they just don't do enough damage. I mean, they protect you from sweepers, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of a 1/1 in a mono red deck that just wants to get in there with burn spells and pump spells and prowess triggers and whatnot. And then, you know, top it all off with double Hellion and Ravaging Blaze and Molten Vortex. Anyways, yeah, that's quick, but what do you expect from mono red? Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back probably tomorrow with another deck, maybe a second take, maybe a new deck. Don't know yet. Anyways, later, Internet.